Alright, welcome everybody. Thanks for waiting. Today we have with us from Australia, Jessica CheekyDuck. She'll be answering some questions for us. She's a really good Starcraft 2 gamer, and let's start. So CheekyDuck, you want to tell us about yourself?
Oh, that's straight in it. Well, I'm a Protoss player, I guess, when related to Starcraft 2. Currently in training. I guess what I've done for the community is I've done some Starcraft 2 artwork. Banshee, probably the Banshee fan art's probably the one I've probably most known for. I'm an aspiring caster and currently in training to better myself with that. So I think, and I run a little stream, the B-Duck on Team Liquid with Justin TV.
Yep, if you haven't seen that, you guys make sure to check out her stream. She's always streaming and it's really great games.
Yes, yeah, I'm CheekyDuck from the B-Duck. Sorry, I should probably point out that I also usually sometimes stream with my sister. She's just had a lot of university work recently. So it's, yeah, we're both Protoss players. It's a Protoss stream. And it's mainly for entertainment. That's probably pretty much, in a nutshell, the background of what I do.
Okay, alright. And let's start some questions about StarCraft 2. Why did you choose your race? Or what race are you and why did you choose this race?
Protoss, my life fire. I actually picked them in Brood War. I used to play with my brother and my dad. That's when we used to LAN. So they used to be like Terran. I never like Zerg were always scary to me, and the Protoss are like, I think they're more female friendly because they're very pretty. They were a pretty race. Basically, they looked good, and then I guess I got all crazy addicted to them, and I can't change now. That's it. I'm with all the nerfs. I'm going through the thing.
Yeah,
I'll be with them till the end.
Agreed. TOS is my race too for everybody who didn't know, and we are having a lot of problems right now. It's the weakest race, I think. But,
it's been the weakest race from the start. Look, if I don't want to turn this into like complaining about, you know, which race is more underpowered, but I think it's because people complained more about the Zerg that they got all the buffs. Like if you look at all the recent patches, like nerf Zerg buff. So it's a bit sad really, and I keep thinking that each patch they're going to fix it, but they just keep nerfing everything. So
yeah, I'm still waiting for the Protoss patch, but it'll come eventually.
Is it like the Void or something? Isn't that third installment after Heart of the Swarm?
Yeah.
That's when we're going to get our new units.
Hopefully, it'll be a while till then, but... And your name, CheekyDucks. How'd you come up with that name?
CheekyDuck, I actually used to be a poker player. And actually I've always been obsessed with ducks and playing poker. Pocket twos is known as ducks, and I also couldn't decide between ducks and chickens, so chicken duck, like CheekyDuck, is where it originated from. So it's actually an old poker name I used to use.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
yeah, I'm really familiar with poker. I've played a lot of poker myself, so that's cool.
Sorry, just on a side note, it's really sad that they shut down all the poker stars and everything like that. I cried a little bit and lost a bit of money. They said they'll send it to you, but it doesn't look like it's happening.
Yeah, agreed. I have some money on a poker site as well, on Ultimate Bet, and yeah, I'm still waiting for it. Hopefully. All right. And
it is not looking good.
Yeah. Who are some of your favorite players in the StarCraft 2 pro scene?
I like, actually, if I have to be honest, I like actually TLO style. Mainly when he plays Protoss 2v2 because he's come up with some really sneaky, dirty strategies. Mainly, you know, the mineral sharing games.
Yeah.
Which he did with Terran. I really enjoyed that. Recently, I've really loved, on the top of my head, wow, I need to... You should give me these questions so I can prepare, but no, I had to say, I think I really have found a new love for Alicia. You know how he has the Colossus?
Yeah.
And he's got the Phoenixes. That kind of play, that was pretty good. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite players too. He's really creative.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. But yeah, they're my two favorite players so far.
Nice,
Um,
nice.
it used to be Huck, but he's kind of lost a lot of his charm. I liked it when he came up with like the when he first started doing all the cannon rushes, but now it's he seems to be playing a little bit more standard and not as creative. So it's kind of his flair, I guess, has worn off a little bit. But who I really love, I guess, would be Alicia and TLO.
Okay, that's good. Felicia's hearing this, and Taylor.
Love.
All right. And how did you get into StarCraft 2?
um, I'd probably have to say my dad. He we used to actually. I started off playing. Oh, I'm gonna like go into how old I am now. I actually first started playing Z. I don't know if you remember that game. Like my dad used to, because my dad's an electrician. He used to network all our computers together, and we used to started playing Z, and then it was Total Annihilation, and then when like Brood War came out, we all started playing that. Um, but then recently, I stopped for a long time to study. When I finished my studies, I started playing again because my little sister she thought she could beat me, and she was actually a lot better, and I didn't know that you could A move, so my skills were pretty poor. And recently I'm just starting to learn a bit more about the game, so I started actually, what was the question? I started probably getting into it because of my family started playing it, and we're very competitive and we like to beat each other.
Wow,
That's pretty much, yeah.
I wish I could say the same. That's a really cool family.
Yeah, and each person has like the boys in our family, like my brother and my dad, they're Terran. Like that's all they'll play. They'll only play Terran. And because I got two other sisters, both younger, they all play Protoss. So yeah, they're just like Protoss first Terran in our family.
Amazing.
My dad actually hasn't played StarCraft 2 because he's undefeated in Brood War and he doesn't want to. He said he doesn't have the time to invest in StarCraft to own me.
And there's no Zerg love in your family, huh?
Yeah, and no one has likes Zerg. They're too. I've tried to find some love for Zerg, but they scare me. They're so squishy and icky. Like I know some girls are really into it. They refer to these Zerg as like little puppies, and they're so cute. But I can't see it. I could see the appeal to some people, but they're just not for me.
Yeah. Yeah, every race has its things. I don't know. I don't see too much interest in Terran, but Zerg and Protoss probably look the most fun to me.
Mm.
Okay. And with all these tournaments popping up, do you think that girls should be playing with the guys, or girls should have their own tournaments?
Um, well, I've actually thought a lot about that, and I'm gonna have to say I think that they should, for now, I think that they should be separate, and girls should have their own separate tournament, but still be allowed to participate in the guys. The only reason I'm saying that is because the you don't see a lot of girls practicing, 24/7, being sponsored by, having their own teams and being able to live a lifestyle like I think some opportunities are for the guys. So I think that our skill pool level is a lot lower, but we're still out there. So I think that for now we should probably have our own separate thing. Like I know some people are going to say equality, but I think people are confused by what equality is. It's not sexist if girls are on their own. It is sexist if it's guys only. So I think I'm a strong believer in that. For now, I believe that we should have a separate girls tournament because the truth is our skill level is a lot lower because there isn't a lot of interest in it. But yeah, I would like to see a transition into more, hopefully, girls being able to live the lifestyle and be able to be accepted into that full-time training so we can you know,
Yeah.
because essentially it's not like I don't know anything about football, but physical sport. It is just hands and a mouse, and it's more about thinking. Right now, I think it's lack of training, whereas that strong separation from male and female gamers. Not actually, there is a difference between how a female and male plays. That's just from what I understand it to be.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would be the right direction to go. Just make it a girls' league right now, while the girls scene girls, and then
Mm. Because I think there was for Brood War, but then it got cancelled. And from well, my understanding now, the closest thing there is to like an all-girl game is the ESL. But
Yeah.
there's no physical tournament girls can go to and just participate being a female player. And there's no company I know saying, hey, we're going to train these females 24/7.
Yeah.
Like they are for the guys. They get to go to these training camps and they get a wider pool, like they're getting the best of the best. Um, so it's quite sad a little bit, I think, females in StarCraft 2 and our opportunities when it comes to pro gaming, like competing in competitions.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think
Sorry, I
that's
didn't mean to lecture you on that one, but
no, it's fine. I agree with you. I think it'll be that's the best way to go for now to help the female scene grow is to start their own leagues, and I think that'll attract more females. But
well, it's hard, I think, to convince like a female.
yeah, it's a tough
Well,
game.
especially here, like if my sister be like, "Hey, don't go out with your like," I'm just antisocial, but it's hard to be like, "Hey, don't go out with your friends tonight. Come play online, and we can StarCraft all night. Wouldn't that be fantastic?" And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, about that. I got things to do. I got a life to live." It's hard because it to take them out and like dedicate yourself to it because that's what a pro game is. That's what you have to do. So it's
Yeah, that's
mm,
true. It takes a lot
you
of
know.
time and dedication. And
Mm.
on that note, how many hours a day would you say you spend playing?
Um, wow. Recently, I'd probably say I spend maybe about five. Oh, actually, on an average, I'd say 4 to 7 hours
4 to 7 a
a day.
day. That's really good. That is. That's pretty good
really,
actually.
I really want to get better because I probably started now about 8 months, and I started in bronze. My highest because I got a C account, I got a NA account, I got an EU account. My highest rank at the moment is on EU, and that's plat. But I really really want to get to for I really want to get a diamond on 1v1 so I can be like, hey, I'm diamond. At the end, I want to be at least a master so I can have better analogies and like I said, I want to probably do some casting so I can be have that little respect and be like, oh, I have masters, but it seems to be so hard with Protoss at the moment. It's like 4K doesn't work anymore. That's it. I got to do like all
Yeah.
these other builds and expand and go past 10 minutes. I don't know what to do
It's
getting there.
it's funny how you say that you really want to get into diamond, and most girls that I've talked to say the same thing when they know that there's Masters League out there and GM League. Do you think they focus more on Diamond League because of the pretty diamond, or what
Haven't
is it
you heard
about
the
that?
story that all girls want a diamond? If you can't get a ring, at least get a diamond on your profile. Um, but no, no, no. In all seriousness, like if there is some like there's if you had to talk about community perception, I believe that people think if you're out of bronze, and yeah, if you're in silver, if you're in gold, if you're in platinum, but if you're in diamond, people are like, you're okay. So I think it's like if you can reach diamond level, then people think you're okay, and that's what a lot of girls just want. They just want to be okay. If you're master, people are going to be like, oh, you're pretty good, but there's always that thing that why aren't you grandmaster? And if you're grandmaster, there's that pressure, and how long can you really stay in there for? Like being grandmaster would be pretty awesome, but having the master tag would also have master badge would also give you a lot of respect, but that same respect would also come from diamond. You know what I mean? There isn't that much of a difference between the two. You're still getting respect. You get worshipped if you're grandmaster, but you get respect if you're in the other two, and I think that's pretty much where the community perception is. Well, that's
Yeah.
how I feel the community perception is anyway.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree. And I was looking at some of your pictures, and where you play, you have a lot of drinks and stuff like that. What are some of your favorite snacks when you're playing? Because I know I do the same thing. I have all kinds of bottles around my computer and just wrappers of food.
Um,